Hi, this is Sue Jackson of the Book by Book blog, and I'm here with another Friday Reads. This week I started a new book that I'm reading for my neighborhood book group, The Heart's Invisible Furies by John Boyne. This was actually one of my selections for the group, and I was thrilled when they chose it because I've been wanting to read this book ever since it came out. Back in 2017, it won some awards. It landed itself on several best of 2017 lists, so I've been wanting to read it ever since then. The only thing I've previously read by John Boyne was his YA novel, The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, which was made into a movie. I listened to that on audio and I absolutely loved it. Laughed, cried, it was a wonderful book. So I've been wanting to read something else by him ever since. This is his first adult novel that I've read. So The Heart's Invisible Furies is basically the life story of an Irishman named Cyril from 1945 all the way to the present. So it actually begins before Cyril's birth, when his mother, a 16-year-old pregnant girl from a remote village in Ireland, is publicly shamed and then kicked out of both her home and her village by the local priest for being pregnant. Now, of course, as these situations often go, the sex was not consensual. The father suffered no consequences and was in fact never even named. But Catherine, the mother, found herself getting on a bus to Dublin that afternoon. When she's in Dublin, she gets a job, and then after she has Cyril, she gives him up for adoption. Cyril is adopted by a couple who definitely want a child, but even though they're wealthy and they provide for Cyril materially, they're really not there for him emotionally. They insist he call them by their first names, not mother and father, and yeah, they're just not real warm and fuzzy. So where I am right now in the novel, about 25% of the way in, is that Cyril's a teenager in a local boarding school, and he's just figuring out that he's gay, which is not a great realization to have in 1950s Ireland at a Catholic school. So that's where I am right now. The novel is beautifully written. It's warm. It's very funny, which surprised me, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I also started a new book on audio just yesterday, 3 Wishes by Leanne Moriarty. Now, I just read, Leanne's a very popular author, but I just read my first novel of hers last summer for my Big Book Summer Challenge that I host every year. The first novel that I read was Truly Madly Guilty. So I've been eager to read another one because I enjoyed that one. This one, 3 Wishes, is about a set of triplets, a set of 33-year-old women in Australia who, they're all at different points in their lives. Obviously, they're closely tied together, but they're all at different points in their life journey, and each is struggling with her own issues and problems. So I've only just started it. At this point, I'm just trying to keep straight who the triplets are, which one is which, and what the characteristics of each are. But I'm already interested and engaged and enjoying it. So I'm looking forward to reading the rest of, or listening to the rest of that. So what are you reading? I'd love to hear about it. So please let me know in the comments below. And while you're at it, also like the video, and you can subscribe to my channel for more bookish fun. Just this week, I uploaded a new video, BookTube Newbie, which is basically my introduction if you want to know a little bit more about me and my reading habits.